Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings it. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. And the offensive starters here for Los Angeles.
One thing for us to keep in mind and remember, they're coming off of their open week last week. They got to sit home and relax a little bit before the final stretch of the season. They got the lucky draw because every team in the league wants to have it.
And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
Come on, set, 18, Gator. Bring me up, Hey, switch gears.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Looking to throw. Bartholomew, he'll buy some time right. He'll run it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Bartholomew. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now a look at the defensive starters here for the Steelers. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Okay, after those first 2 drives, I think there's a head coach who's going to be calling for CSI. They're going to want some forensics on this. What is going on with this ball club? Unable to hold on to the football and take care of it.
Yeah, 2 straight fumbles for them to start out.
Yeah, you would think that this team would come in ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up in these types of plays.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up first and 10 at their own 46. And he'll give it here to his running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
60 outlaw.
To throw on second down. Bartholomew throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Bartholomew. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Down. Go. 30 base. Clear.
On first down, Bartholomew nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Back to throw, Bartholomew. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Bartholomew. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Bartholomew. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. To throw on 3rd down, Bartholomew. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 4th down, Brian Flores going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
Let's go.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And oh my goodness, he loses it again.
You got it. You got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
20. Turtle set. Right there. Too little, count.
On 2nd and 2. Goff toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
And too soft.
On 1st and 10, Bartholomew. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bartholomew is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Bartholomew. That one complete to Hill. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a 1st down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The outlaw. Check my 50. Watch the curve. Come. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bartholomew. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Operating from the gun, Bartholomew. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Daniel. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
58, boy, 58, 58.
From the gun, here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27.
3rd and long. It's Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside 25 yards that time.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Again, Goff. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 17 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And some room to work.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Throwing on 1st down. Bartholomew. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Ready? 30 base.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Yeah, the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Back to throw. Bartholomew. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. 2nd and 5. It's Hill. Complete. Hill's hit, and he lost the football.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
Come on, set. 50, plant. Don't get nervous. Sit up, snap.
On 1st down, Bartholomew. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bartholomew. This will be caught at about the 6. The quick slant, good for a 1st down, a gain of 12. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game. But just let them know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
I got you.
Gurley again here on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Goff now looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it. If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And to give this time to the tailback. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's Jordan Berry now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Mickens to return. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is gone. This is caught. It's Cooks.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Goff now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Gurley. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Goff. Throw left side complete. It's Daniel. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the red zone now, Goff. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. That time a 9-play drive, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
I can't believe they let you play.
On 1st and 10, Bartholomew steps away. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 1. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was the Chiefs who were able to come away with the home victory. Tyler Boyd, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And they were winners in their ball game as they beat the visiting Washington Redskins. Sam Darnold, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And that one, compelling, as evidenced by that scoreline. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd and 14. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Steelers.
Go now. Ready to go. 70.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Bartholomew, and he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Bartholomew throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 22. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. To throw on 2nd down. Bartholomew is complete to Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Give me trash. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Or maybe he was going to be involved in that play from his tight end spot, and he jumped.
Yeah, don't tell me that those guys don't like to block. That's what we say about them nowadays in the NFL.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
That's it, baby.
A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Bartholomew. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. On fourth down, Brian Flores going to call on the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff on the crossing route, complete. That's Daniel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. His throw incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Goff. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 17, Goff. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now it's gone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Miles Boykin, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. A 10-play drive that time. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your program? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Got it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Push him back. Clear. Ready.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
And at 50, plant. Right 50, Not today, you are. Not today. Get it. Ready.
On 1st down, Slade. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. It's our field. It's our field. Come.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Bartholomew. And that will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. On 2nd and 9, Goff. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bartholomew. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Goff. So we get a traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Goff now to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Let's go,
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
We got 3. We got 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bartholomew. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The ball carried by the wide receiver.
Let's go. 90, Wolf.
First down.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way,
and they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Ready?
Going to give this time to the tailback. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Ready?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground. Slade, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And this one is right through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
So Goff and the Rams down by 12, 1:07 remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. Short play like that. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Here's Goff. That one, and he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Steelers, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.